guys, what's going on? It's Melanisha with Just Homesteading. I am out here getting ready to harvest this broccoli. So when I checked on the garden earlier today, I noticed that it was starting to go to seed. So I want to pick it so that way we can actually eat it before it flowers. So you can see that it is very close to flowering. You know what? I don't know that my scissors are big enough for this. And I'm not going to pull the entire plant because I want to see if we can potentially get some smaller heads of broccoli. So give me 1 minute, I have to put the camera down. So there we go. It's not huge, but it'll be delicious. And we have another one over here. And you know what? This one might be getting ready to go to seed too. So, I'm just gonna pick this one also. Okay, so I picked this one. And it's smaller than the other one, but again, still good. And for those of you that don't know, you can eat the broccoli leaves. You can cook them just like collards or cabbage, spinach. And again, I'm going to leave that there to see if we can get any small broccoli heads. I do have a really tiny one coming in. I think I have a cauliflower too. And the weather is supposed to be cool over the next few days, so I'm hoping that we'll get a couple more broccoli heads before it gets too hot. So next, I'm going to harvest a ton, if not all, of this chamomile. Some of it should have been harvested already, but that's okay. We're just gonna harvest what we can, and then we will use these for tea. So let me harvest these, and for those of you who don't know, you just kind of come in and pluck the flowers off. So I won't bore you with that process. But that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'll show you how many I get. So I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've harvested basically all of the flowers. There's a few outliers, but when I say that some of them looked slightly, and excuse my nails, I canned cherries last night. But when they look like this, these are the seeds. So it will literally just break apart in your hand, and that's how chamomile reseeds itself. You can still make tea with them, it's just fine, but you could also leave them in your garden to ensure that you never run out of chamomile. So chamomile is one of those plants that once you put it in your garden, you should have it forever. This plant is in the front section of my garden, but I did plant some chamomile in my perennial section. So that way I will have chamomile there all the time, and we'll be able to get a larger chamomile harvest. So this is what I ended up with, along with my two little, let's break this off. And again, you can eat the leaves. But my chamomile and my two little heads of broccoli. Sorry, I just saw a huge spider out of the corner of my eye and it scared me. And then we still have this huge Russian tarragon plant to harvest that I'm hoping to get to in the next few days. And you know what, and I think I'm gonna grab maybe some mint to go with this chamomile so I can have a glass of tea tonight. Let's go over to the mint section. Give you a peek at the onions as I walk over. So some of these should be ready in early July based on when they were planted, but we shall see. So here I have spearmint and peppermint. We also have a ton of I want to say it's spearmint growing alongside our garage. So I'm just gonna grab some of these larger leaves to add to some tea. And for those that don't know, mint, all varieties of mint are highly invasive. So if you don't want a yard full of mint planted in a pot, but as you can see, even this is in a pot, but it's already trying to get down to the ground. So I'll have to cut this back. Yeah, but that's just a quick and small harvest today. The rest of the herbs are still kind of coming in. Look at this. Who knows what that is? It looks so beautiful and healthy. We finally got some rain, so my plants are starting to perk up. Lots of green, lush. I'm actually considering pulling my garlic early because I don't think it's going to do that well, and it's taking up space that I could be using for something else. But that's it for now. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.